What's up, everybody? It's Tori Nix, aka Nancy Deity, and I'm back on it with another reading. I hope everybody's off to a good start today. It's 11/8/24, and that breaks down to a 9, and that's significant. I'm actually being called to start the reading off with breaking the number 9 down for you guys. All right, if you notice, maybe this is significant too. I just heard it in my spirit. We're going into a 9 year. So this is in correlation with 2025. This energy is shifting already. And also, this reading is going to mark a new period. Like, if you're listening to this, whatever you've been through, this is your symbol, or I'm hearing from the Most High, this is your confirmation that you have shifted now. All right, so with that, congratulations to everybody, especially if you are drawn to my readings. We are definitely in alignment somehow. So congratulations, especially through this last year. It's been a lot of uphill battles for the collective, energetically, right? And this is just a time, I do feel the energy, but I do feel this is such a beautiful time because it's kind of like the work that we've done has now brought us to a level where humanity can access any frequency they want, right? And that's the beauty. So even if you haven't been doing the work, even if you are not in this good energy, maybe you don't feel a shift, I want you to know that this is your confirmation that you can start healing. You can start working towards your wildest dreams ever, right? You can go towards what your heart is truly desiring and understand that you will lift in frequency, okay? So that's the beautiful time that we're in. It's really based on your choice. So knowing that we have come to a place where it's truly about free will, I ask you this collective, what will you choose, okay? So let's get into the number 9 today. I'm going to break that down. I'm being called to type it in as a spiritual meaning. So I'll look that up. Okay. So what comes up first are these highlighted words, okay? Completion, spiritual enlightenment, higher consciousness, selflessness and compassion, wisdom and good leadership, the number of Brahma, and the old soul. So I hope you guys can just meditate on those particular words and understand the first thing that I said was that this was a completion, right? This is about a new cycle has emerged, okay? And today you may be feeling just kind of like not heavy about certain things, but you're just kind of reviewing, seeing how far you've come, and it's like, okay, cool, I know where I want to go now without any hesitation, without any doubt, right? With this clear energy, right? And simultaneously, if you aren't feeling that, this is what you're being asked to come up to, right? So you notice it says something about higher consciousness, and this is accessible to all of us, right? It's not locked anymore. We can see it, we can feel it, we can connect with it, okay? So trust yourself in this season, in this next year. So I think it's ironic that the 2025 energy came up because I was kind of feeling like a new year last week. I think I spoke about it in a reading, but this definitely is taking place. So new energies are emerging. The number 9 year, I'm even being called to look up to 2025 year on a spiritual tip. Let's see what that's going to come up as, because it's something that wants to come through. So I'm going to look it up. Wow. So this is the first thing that caught my eyes. It says Pilgrims of Hope. So okay, I'm gonna read this to you guys. For some reason, this is the first thing that came up. It says the year 2025 is a Jubilee year, which is a year of spiritual, ecclesial, and social significance for the Catholic Church. The theme of the Jubilee year is Pilgrims of Hope, and the year is intended to be a time of hope in the face of the climate crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic, and war. Okay. I'm going to read that one more time. The year is intended to be a time of hope in the face of climate crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic, and war. So, climate crisis, COVID-19, war, chaos, right? This is a time of hope, though. I want y'all to really focus on the hope, okay? Yes, I understand that there has been a lot of chaos, right? Even spiritually. So now that we have fought this spiritual energy in 2024, and I mean, we have been our whole lives, but I'm saying in 2024, it was such a spiritual energy that now this may be coming all physical, right? In the 9th year to complete this cycle out is what I'm channeling. So if we were clearing out energetically, we now have to clear out on the physical term, right? In the sense of the physical realm, the physical earth. So that's why I'm going to read y'all what I had on my spirit this morning for my threads. I put it on my Instagram. Y'all can follow me there if you want to. But I said that you all are picking up on the shifting frequencies. We, as in a collective whole, are not in bad times, and it is not your seasonal depression. If you're feeling unsure, stagnant, confused, kind of heavy, maybe sad, frustrated, angry, etc., you're being asked to analyze and sever ties with instilled beliefs and values that have created or are still creating inverse effects within your reality. All is mind, but perception is key. Get clear and move towards what feels good and right, and stay high. So if we've been shifting into this, we now know we're at the 9 mark, right? Where now this is a time of completion, higher consciousness, all of this, right? That's pertaining to all is mind, just like the name of this podcast, right? But now I see 9 is going to be, this is on the physical realm. So election, let's just say like this, the election, Donald Trump being elected was symbolic of the first mark of how this is about to cleanse out, right? I don't know whoever you voted for, it doesn't matter, but this is a symbol of hope. This is a symbol of justice because there was so much shit going on 4 years ago, right? With the pandemic, there has been a complete and utter literal, like, I'm just seeing it in my head like a storm. It's just been storms on storms on storms. And now this is time to clear out. Okay. So in you and on the physical, we've been talking about that, but I feel 2025 is going to be more physical. So a lot of more truths are going to come. We're in the age of Aquarius now. Okay. This 8th year was so beautiful, man. It's like, it was hard. I ain't gonna say it was just, oh, it's so fine. They kicked it up a notch for sure. And that's what I'm telling y'all are picking up on. So if you can just analyze certain beliefs within you that are maybe keeping you in that unbalanced feeling, it's all about what's on your mind right now. Trust me. Okay? Keep in mind how we started the reading. All right? So going back to what they were saying, climate crisis, I do feel there are a lot of supernatural, I don't even want to say supernatural, but I would say just a lot of water. I just keep seeing this. Weather is going to be a major thing, so be on the lookout of that. First of all, I saw the other day that the Sahara Desert flooded. So that's already a sign. And as I look down, y'all, I saw 900. So that's significant. So what's going to be taking place on the earth is the same thing that has been taking place within us, right? So flooding. When you think of flooding, that's time to cleanse. That means it's time, something somewhere, something's clogged up, right? And it's time to get the fuck out, right? So think about it in that sense, right? COVID-19, I do feel a lot of justice is coming for whatever took place in that. There's going to be a lot of truths that come out. I do feel a lot of people were wrongly, just treated, handled. It just wasn't a good thing because of the misinformation behind it, right? And this is going to come out more and more because, like I said, what goes out has to come back, right? What you put out comes back to you. It's the laws of karma. So whatever has happened, somebody has to answer to that, okay? So you're probably going to be feeling that justice energy within your own self. How do you bring the justice with imbalance within your own life? That's what we've been working on energetically, but now look at it in the physical. So let me give you an example. Looking at this in the physical aspect is saying like, okay, what has been instilled in me? What have I chose for my life? And is this really justice for me, right? It's kind of like, I don't know why this is coming up, but let's say this. Let's say we're taught that, that blood is thicker, right? The family concept. And let's say you have an abusive mother. She beat the hell out you since you were a child. Your families are full of narcissists, people who don't want to let go of old and outdated beliefs. So when you say something, you're the scapegoat, right? Or let's just say it's a fucked up situation. It's a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, but you feel compelled to sit in there because the old conditioning of blood is thicker, right? That is misinformation that has been passed down. That's detrimental to the soul to be placed in places because of, oh, it's supposed to be like that, when it's really harming you, right? So the justice in that season is to say, you know what? I love these people, yes, but the justice for me is to give myself permission to experience relationships that are not toxic, relationships where I do feel worthy of love, relationships where I'm deserving of love, and I'm in relationships where people can reciprocate that love back to me. That's how you create the justice. So going back to the COVID, with just how things are going to start to literally, it's going to be like this or that. Like, you know how you make a decision and it's like, okay, I could go with this one or this one. It's like the discernment now. So with the misinformation that has been passed down, is it this or that? What feels good? What feels right to you, right? And then you make your choices off of that. So if this time, 2024, leading into 2025, if this was 4 years ago, the collective would have been more on top of what happened during the pandemic, because it would have been okay, yeah, they're saying this, right? But I have the free will to choose. I have the wisdom to be able to see beyond what they're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. And I just wanted to kind of give an example of how we create that balance again within our everyday lives, right? So this is where the election should have been a major lesson for people this year, right? They're putting out all this stuff about Donald Trump. They're saying all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, then we see the Kamala party with a lot of stuff that has come out with her, right? It's like they're presenting you with the tale of two, right? It's two things. It's like that lesser evil type thing. If we know both of them are corrupt, then what is the point of getting mad? Why not just look at ourselves, right? So these are the instilled beliefs that we're breaking away. This election caused so much chaos that I hope that it is really re-sparking a higher consciousness of what this is. This is the choice of between you and you, right? That's truly what election is. So I hope y'all can grasp that on a deeper level, but it's you against you. Which are you going to pick? It ain't about two what do they call them? Campaign runners or whatever they call it. Running mates, electors. I don't know. The name isn't coming to me. But people who are running for president, elects, right? It ain't about them. Whenever you're making a decision, always look at yourself. We the people, right? So this is a change in perception. We the people, so that means the people got to make the decision. But where do you make that decision? First within you. And this is going to serve us moving forward in this 9 year. Okay, so that wanted to come out, but I do want to also keep touching on the climate. Mother Earth is changing, as are we. If we are going through these upgrades, you have to understand that this is our home. We're in tune with our home, right? She also is going through her own changes, right? We see, going back to the Sahara Desert, flooding. When has that been a thing, really, right? But it's time to cleanse. It's time for a reset. It's time for a completion. That's symbolic. All right? When we see these hurricanes, when we see supernatural disasters, cataclysmic disasters and issues like that, just understand that that's the earth's own mirror to us of what we should be doing. Okay, so if she's cleansing, it's time for you to cleanse. If she's up shining and the birds are out chirping, then you know it's time for you to shine and the birds are chirping too, right? If she's raining, if it's storms outside, then something is changing, right? So this is just shifting back into a higher consciousness, understanding and getting rid of instilled and limited beliefs. All right. So that is the downloads. I mean, that's what came through. That was 15 minutes, I think. So that's pretty good. But we're going to start with the 417 frequency. This is the one that we've been working with in this video. This is to raise the vibration and energy cleanse. So that's the one that wanted to come through. So this is representative of the sacral chakra. The color orange is significant. There's also a reignition or a reignition of passion, creativity, sexual energy, stabilizing now. We've been working on that since August, okay? But this is like that lust for life, right? Not lust for people, but a lust for your own self, your own life, right? That's coming in, okay? Or this is now stabilizing. And now I'm hearing what's the lust for life on the physical. So basically, what makes you happy? What makes you feel like that excitement, that joy, right? Don't think we're in hard times if this energy isn't on your side right now, but if you're still clearing, that's fine. But for the collective, what it brings you that lust for life? This is your question for this reading. All right, let's focus on the vibrational scale. What do we need to be focused on? How do we get this energy in tune even more? I'm seeing fire burning, so that's confirmation. Maybe burning some candles, maybe even being outside and at a campfire will help. All right, so we got health coming out. So this is a focus on the body. It's a focus on the energy as well, because we got trust, the inner voice. So listening to within, right? This is a time of your heart, right? When we look at the color green, we think of the heart chakra, but this is by way of, I see the orange around the heart and I see the yellow around the heart. So this is like, how do you break through to that heart chakra, right? From the sacral chakra, we're trying to get to this stability within the heart. This is also about the Mother Earth, right? I said the heart spells earth. And the inner voice within. So what is your body telling you, but also what is your heart telling you? Remember, I said this is an energetic and a physical time. So looking at where your heart is leading, the lust for life, all of that, what makes you happy, but also what does your body need at this time? What is actually for you? This is where, remember how I said that example about, you could love somebody, but is it harming you, right? This is where your body's going to tell you who you need to be around, what needs to happen, where you need to go, because it's going to either feel good or it's going to feel bad. Remember that choice. This is the time now more than ever where free will is truly, it's screaming to you, which on the bottom, we're talking about that inner voice. Okay, so think of the voice of free will, okay? Your body is going to let you know in this next season. I hope that makes sense. We got purpose coming out. I know what I'm here to do. So follow your heart. Remember, this is a completion time. This isn't about, I just want to do this because, no, what is your heart telling you? You might have been at a job for 20 years, but something in your heart might be pulling you to something else. Are you going to go for it? The free will, okay? This could be you've had certain partners because of certain beliefs. Maybe once you were more superficial. Maybe you were once more emotionally unavailable, so you were okay with certain partners and certain interactions, maybe even friends, right? That you maybe adopted from being in this scarcity with family, like being complacent or whatever. This is how beliefs kind of like create that inverse effect. So if you were taught to be materialistic, You may have found yourself in superficial relationships. Maybe now your heart is leading you towards a more fulfilling relationship, the one that speaks to your heart, the one that is going to uplift you on your down times, right? So I hope that's making sense. Where do you want to go? You know what you want to do by way of following your heart. Okay, so I hope that helps. What else? What else are we leading with? The discipline. So we have, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And again, this inner voice keeps coming out. Trust. So if you know you can accomplish what you set your mind to, this is in correspondence to the frequencies, right? Just like I turned on the 417 frequencies today because I want to continue to clear out my own sacral energy, right? This is where you can choose whatever you vibe to. Right? We could easily put on 963 and be in a different consciousness in a second. So it's about, where are you attuning your mind to? Where does your heart feel the most open, and go for that, okay? And know that wherever your heart is taking you, you can accomplish what you set your mind to. So the heart and mind. Remember, I said basically like the energetic to the physical, right? So the mind is what? Mostly energetic. So what are you going to set it to? And then your heart is going to be the compass. Where are you following? Where do you need to go? And with those two, then you will materialize in the physical something that you're vibrating with. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because I'm just channeling, but these are deep messages, so I hope that they are hitting you guys or activating something. So we have fear, realizing that you're testing your resolve to live in the energy of love. This is under the heart. So this is what we're trying to break through in this heart chakra. So fear is all lower emotion. So that's why I've even that's why I'm even playing the 417, because there's something in the sacral and solar and the lower chakras that needs to now break through. So the sacral, this could be grief. This could be fear of maybe something didn't work out, so now you don't know where to go. Maybe your mind is so focused on what failed in the past that the fear is stopping you from going towards what you really want. So break through, okay? Connect, y'all. So I'm sensing this is loneliness as well. So it's something of like maybe you a lone wolf, like maybe it's hard to kind of go alone sometimes, and I get it. It's never easy being alone, but when you oftentimes break away from fear, you will find yourself that you are alone a lot of times, because you're more so coming to a more authentic place of what you know is for you. So that does bring a little loneliness, but trust that in the physical you may be lonely, but you're never alone energetically, okay? So trust that. Leap over this fear. These are the blockages right now. Maybe there's a fear of being alone. Fear of standing kind of like out by yourself, right? Maybe it's a fear of, most people take conventional paths. So you're fearful of taking an unconventional path, right? But this is where you got to break through. Your heart is going to tell you. And this is a time where the free will is going to scream into you. Your body, it's basically like your body's going to tell you when you're in the wrong company, but will you choose to stop it, or will you continue the self-harm or the self-sacrifice or the self-sabotage? Versus, you know what, my heart's leading me here. I might not see it yet. I might not know where this is going to take me, but I know that this feels good for me. That's true faith, okay? And I've been talking about faith over fear. Remember, I said, even going back to the election, I was saying faith or fear. Like, these are two options, but you hold the power to make the choice, right? So look at yourself like that. You have the power. You don't have to pick something that's going to bring you self-affliction, self-harm, self-sabotage, right? Self-betrayal, self-deception. You don't have to choose that anymore, guys. So this is what we're being asked to look. And damn, on the bottom, I see relationships. So again, I know that I'm never alone, but I also know I don't want no bullshit. I don't want this is how you got to talk to yourself sometimes. Like, I know it's hard being alone, but I don't want anything less than. I want the best for me. I don't want just what I've been used to. I want to see the infinite possibilities that could possibly be, right? So this is maybe relationship based, people around you, but this is also talking about the collective whole as well. Coming together. When you follow this heart, you will find like-minded individuals. Okay? We're rising together. Whether you are conscious of this or not, you're in this pursuit. Okay? So we got judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. What did I just say? So the free will, the choice, we're all rising together in this season. And the things that are simultaneously happening now, like in the media, we're going to start seeing truths. We started it off in 2024. We see how this shit has happened. But it's like a simultaneous thing. As these supernatural disasters happen, the weather gets crazy. We see maybe even electrical outages. We see fires. We see them in California right now. I said this last month that we were going to start seeing this. But now I'm seeing the energy. It's basically like, as all that shit happens, what they're reporting on the news, right? I'm telling y'all, the stuff that has been buried is going to come to life. But then simultaneously, that's going to help the collective rise even more. So it's like a give and take. It's a balanced energy. Like the lies have to now be exposed type thing, which would then, the truth sets people free. You see the paradox or like the duality in that. So that's the energy I feel. This is gonna help us towards our own pathways, and I like that. All right. Yeah, relationships comes back out over this heart chakra. So this is the perseverance. Remember, I said it's time for us to come together as a whole. This is leaving us. A lot of fear is going to be shifting out of the collective. And we're going to be rising into this infinite possibility of what is for us when we know what we're here to do. Okay? I like that. So this is a good energy. I just wanted to tap in. This is a mark of a new day. Yeah, we got humor, the lighter side of life. I can't make it up. So it's like a leap of faith type of thing, right? Anything that's bringing any chaos, heaviness, all of that, just let it go now, right? If it's bringing worry, if it's bringing stress, anxiety, then that's your top indicator that, hey, maybe this isn't for you anymore. Maybe you've outgrown, and don't be afraid to grow, okay? Bloom. Sometimes everybody don't want to reach heights. You know, some people scared of heights. But that doesn't mean you can't stop. Remember, this governed, what governed this reading, I'm sorry, y'all, was the number 9. And it was speaking of that higher consciousness. Some people may not want to see beyond, okay? But those are the people that you may have to leave behind in your pursuit. So I hope that this energy resonates. I'm not going to go too long, but I did want to go ahead to kick us off. And I think what I'm going to do is do like mini readings in between these longer messages. That way we have the overall energy, but then we have more guidance. So y'all can actually, if you see this, let me know if you like that idea. And then you can follow me. And if you ever need me to read on something, just let me know. Okay. And I can also pick up on the energy if you follow. All right. Yeah. So the card that we got from the ancestors is resistance. This is being lifted off of the heart, out of this fear. Okay. Because we have secrets revealed. I cannot make it up. So that's the reading. This is the simultaneous energy that we're going through. Follow your heart. Okay. I'm just giving this one more time. Follow your heart. Understand that anything that you are resisting or anything that feels resistant to you, you have probably already outgrown energetically. Now you need to look at your beliefs, your mind, how, and this is all subconscious, which is why we started with the 417 as well. But the energetic resistance, we want to see what are your own limitations. So really focus on that, right? And then with this secrets revealed, I told y'all things are going to come out to help you break through this resistance. This is like revelations, okay? Also, 2025 could be revelations energy. I was picking that up the other day too. It's a 9. It's completion. I'm being called to look that up. So with this revelations, there will be greater awareness that comes to kind of ease the collective, help you break through bondage, help you break through certain chains, cycles that have been going on. mindsets that have been passed down, right? Instilled beliefs. I can't make it up, right? So let's see the book of Revelations. This is about the apocalypse, okay? It's meaning unveiling or revelations. So when we think of an apocalypse, don't think of it like, oh, a zombie. But the apocalypse is basically like, it's going to be between the people who I said want to stay in resistance versus the people who can now no longer fit in that resistance, right? So there are different levels to it. And everybody, that's where that judgment card, that everybody's on their own unique path, right? But if you have now ascended to a certain level, this is where that loneliness is coming in. Are you going to stay on the level with the people who don't want to change? Or do you move on because you now energetically have outgrown it? You see what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. I want to talk about the overall. Okay, so damn. This is the book of Revelations. It says, the revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. He made it known by sending his angel. Okay? So, this is what's going to take place, y'all. All right? You're going to see things, okay, that will shift us and lift us. So, have faith in this season. I'm going to be guiding you all through this. Thank you so much for the support. If you'd like to book a reading, we're going to get that going again. Just hit me up. I'm going to come up with maybe some cool discounts for you guys and sales. So we're going to have a lot of fun in this next season, man. Stay up, stay high and vibe. If you need me, please just reach out. This is the time for us to come together. And that's it. And I hope that this message kind of just helps you. And I didn't want to go too deep, but I do want us to come to a good level where this new energy can finally break through, okay? So y'all stay up, stay in love, stay in light, and most importantly, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.